Welcome back to the Supercar Project. Today I've just been doing more of the usual, more filling and rubbing. I'm getting really close to the next stage though, which will be spraying on some high fill and sanding that back with, I don't know, 1200 grit, 800, 1200, something like that. And then I'm going to spray on some copper coloured paint because I'm thinking about using Lexus Sonic Copper as the colour for this car. So I'll spray that on to see what it looks like, and that'll also probably give you the first decent impression of what this car will look like when it's finished. On top of that, I'm going to be using a 2-pack floor sealer called Wattle 7008, which I've seen on other YouTube channels actually, and got the tip from there that it's a good way to finish a plug before you make a mold from it. Mostly because being a 2-pack, it is actually self-correcting, so you get a really smooth finish automatically. And having watched quite a lot of YouTube videos on the subject, I'm thinking I will have a go at making the molds myself. It won't be the first time I've mucked around with fiberglass, so I think it's probably worth a go considering how much it cost me to get someone else to do it. So in other news, I'm going to Japan next month, not specifically for car reasons, but I'll certainly try to get some car footage of some sort while I'm there, which will be my first Japanese content on the channel since about 2012. If there's any aspect of Japanese car culture or modified car culture you'd like me to cover while I'm there, be sure to leave a message below and I'll get to it if I can.
I don't need your compliments and I don't care for acceptance. No need to be in compliance. I'm drowning in ambivalence. No, you've got ideas about everything, yeah, but you're not me, and I do my own thing. I don't need your compliments and I don't care for acceptance. No need to be in compliance. I'm drowning in ambivalence. You don't like me, cause my shoes are too cheap. Yeah, but I don't care, you know I'm not a sheep. I don't need your compliments and I don't care for acceptance. Don't need to be in compliance. I'm drowning in...
Yesterday I sprayed a bit of high fill or spray putty onto this panel just so I can find little pinholes and things that need to be filled and do the final stage of fine sanding. So another thing I need to do is remove this old battery, which is certainly flat, and I'm just going to use this small one to see if I can get the windows working. Okay, got that in there. Just got a couple of little alligator clips holding the cables onto the terminals. It sparked and made some beeps in the cabin when I connected it, so something must be on. Okay, apart from morning lights, we don't have any lights on the dash. Let's see if we have windows. Yes. Not for this one. Oh, there we go. Whew. All right, we're down. So one of the reasons I need the windows down is so I can fill that underneath. And we can have a nice flat panel behind the window. I made this higher than the edge of the window just to change the shape of the window from the outside. Otherwise it looks too much like a normal 300ZX.
So judge me if you want, it's a waste of your breath. Your opinions don't faze me, they're not worth the stress. Keep your shallow views, I've got nothing to prove. Got my own path to walk, nothing to lose. I don't need your compliments and I don't care for acceptance. Try to bring me down, I'll stay higher than you. So just stay down there in your popular zoo. I don't need your compliments and I don't care for acceptance. Don't need to be in compliance, I'm drowning in ambivalence. Don't need to be in compliance, I'm drowning in ambivalence. Don't need to be in compliance, I'm drowning in ambivalence.
So I'm in the middle of stripping everything off the door so I can take it off the car, which includes the seatbelt that normally goes on here. It's the top mount for the seatbelt, which latches into this at the top of the B-pillar. Took out the big metal panel that had the speaker on it. And I'm just figuring out what else I can take out to make it a bit lighter, because it won't be easy to get off. I've also got to disconnect all these cables from the car and the detent before I can unbolt the door. Just a curiosity thing, if you haven't been around imports for a long time, down there, that square section telescopic bar is a side intrusion bar. It had to be put into these cars when they came to Australia to make them comply with our crash safety standards. I don't know how useful that bar would really be, but you can see here where it's riveted on, just under the rubber there. Alright, well, after a good 15-20 minutes of swearing, I've got the cables out from the car. I have to unplug them under the dash here somewhere, and except for one that came up to here, and that's the door closed switch. I removed that wire separately and pulled it back into the car because it didn't seem to have a plug on this end, which is helpful. Anyway, that's a bit of a win. I can move on to step 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it is. Okay, I've got that detent pin out. Where it went, I don't know. Probably down the guard somewhere. I'm sure I can get another one. So now it turns out that a slightly damaged milk crate fits really nicely under there. So I'm going to have a go at taking the door off. I hope this doesn't turn into a meme. There's a lot of silicone on the back of that for some reason, and also Loctite. And she's off. Actually not quite as heavy as I thought it would be, which is a plus. Okay, there it is on the rack. I'll have that door open later for ease of work, but importantly I can now finish off the guard here and all along the skirt. Before I go, one little point about the design of the headlights here. This actually overlaps the headlight. The headlight originally came to there and they were quite straight down that side. I wanted to have this line more or less parallel with that one to give the headlight a different look. Hopefully it'll make sense when I'm finished. Once again, thanks for watching, please subscribe and I'll catch you later.